This is case 39.3, Doghouse Investments versus Teal Properties, and it has to do with piercing the corporate veil. So, Doghouse Investments ran a dog camp in Nashville, Tennessee, where they leased property from Teal Properties, which was owned by Jerry Teal. Now, under the lease, Teal promised to repair any damages that caused the property to be untenantable, meaning unusable. And a flood came, and it did cause the property to be untenantable. And Jerry Teal assured Doghouse that he had insurance that would cover the damages. So the parties agreed Doghouse would repair the damages, and then Teal would later reimburse them. So Doghouse went out and spent $39,000. They repaired the property, but Teal never repaid them. So Doghouse, which was about to file bankruptcy, filed a lawsuit against Teal Properties and Jerry. The court held Jerry personally liable for the damages, and he appealed it. So when determining whether or not to pierce the corporate veil, the courts consider a number of different things. A few of them include whether the entity was used to work a fraud or injustice, if there's a sole owner of the stock by one person, and whether the corporation was grossly undercapitalized. So ultimately, the courts are looking to see if the corporation is just a sham or a dummy. And there's not one single factor that will lead to the piercing of the corporate veil, but they look at every case individually, and they look at the specific facts and circumstances. So in this particular case, Jerry Teal owned no property or assets. The only property he owned was the one that he leased to Doghouse, and he would receive rent and immediately pay it out to himself to use, and used it to pay off his personal financial obligations, and he was the sole shareholder. So obviously a couple red flags right there. So the trial court, after analyzing the situation, determined that Jerry Teal did not maintain an arm's length relationship with the corporation, and they called it his alter ego. So the appellate court affirmed the lower court's decision.